ever felt that longing to be part of a community of like-minded souls, of awakening souls that, just like you, are on this path of greater awakening, trying to find their path in life, trying to really step into their soul's higher calling, and doing so in an empowered, supportive way? If you ever search for a community of those like-minded souls where you can really feel connected and feel like you belong, then I have some exciting news that I want to share with you, because my membership Transcendence has finally opened its doors. And in this video, I want to take a moment to just kind of share with you a little bit more about Transcendence, what it's all about, how it came about, what's all included, and to give you also the opportunity to consider joining as a founding member, because Transcendence is really dear to my heart. I have been thinking about creating a community, a membership a few years ago, but I never really received the full details and the guidance of how to really go about it, what to create, what to include. So I knew that it wasn't really the right time. I wanted it to be, but it wasn't. Not until recently, when I received the massive download of, first of all, the name, Transcendence, what all to include, how to go about it, and everything. So now I'm excited to announce that now, with September, with all these crazy energies that are going on this month, with all these energetic upgrades, this is the time that I was given to open the doors to Transcendence, because so much is happening this month with a lot of energetic upgrades and ascension codes coming in that can be quite overwhelming and challenging. And if you have been on your spiritual awakening journey for some time, you probably understand how lonely it can get at times, how challenging it can get, how overwhelming it can get if you're experiencing all these different things and you just don't know, for one, what is going on, or even how to make sense of what you're experiencing and how to then really embrace what is going on. Because there's often so much that is coming in and is coming at you that may make you feel quite overwhelmed and even frustrated and just very stretched. And some of the times you may even wonder, what is really going on? What are you experiencing? And then you're also trying to find your way, trying to find your path in life. And you also have that inner feeling that there's so much more that you're meant to be doing with your life, with what your soul has come here to do. But you may also are not quite sure, well, what is that? And how do you really step into that? And when I remember back at the beginning of my spiritual awakening journey, I was so lost and overwhelmed. All I wanted to be part of something. I wanted to be part of a community of like-minded souls, people that understand me, that understand my path, and understand what I was going through, that can also maybe where I can receive that support, the guidance, the mentorship, the inspiration, the motivation to really keep going, to keep moving forward. Because in the beginning, there was so much that I didn't understand. I was often lost and overwhelmed, and there were times when I even thought that I was going totally bananas with everything that I was experiencing. I even questioned my own sanity quite often, until I really found the guidance, the mentorship, the support that I needed to really embrace this path. And for the longest time, I have been wanting to create my own community of like-minded souls, because I too long for that community, for that connection. And when I received the guidance to create Transcendence and all that I meant to include it and how it was supposed to go, I was really excited, because that is something that I had been looking for in the beginning. And now I feel ready to create that, to open the doors to that, to make that available to all of you who are really searching for that community, for that support, for that guidance, for that mentorship, to really help you embrace your path. So let me just introduce you to Transcendence, my vision for it, and also what's included. What will you get out of Transcendence if you do decide to maybe join as a founding member? Now, my vision is I really want to create a vibrant community of like-minded souls where we can come together on a consistent basis to support one another, to cheer each other up, to assist each other on our path moving forward, to potentially even create collaboration, create long-lasting friendships and things like that, to really create a space where awakening souls just like you can come to for that guidance, the support, the community, the kinship. So you don't have to be on this journey all on your own, where you will always know that there is a place that you can go to if you are feeling a little lost, if you're having questions, if you are looking for some answers or just support, or just really just to be part of something, that sense of belonging. My vision is to really grow Transcendence quite largely, to really create that space for awakening souls to come to where they can feel at home, where they feel like they belong. And also my hope is then to help each and every soul that joins Transcendence to really find their path in life. If you have been looking for your path, if you have been trying to really step into that, but you felt quite held back, well, my goal with Transcendence is to help you break through that, help you break through the limitations, the doubts, the fears, anything that is holding you back, and really helping you step into your power to create the life that you desire, to maybe start that spiritual business, to become that way show, or just to create a life that you absolutely love, that brings you massive joy and fulfillment. More abundance, more prosperity, all the good things that you would like to experience. That's why I was guided to name this membership Transcendence, because my goal is to help you transcend into a higher way of being, a higher way of showing up, to be the leader, to be the guide, to be the way shower, the mentor, or just simply someone other people can look up to. And then also you feel more empowered about who you have grown into, about your life, about your path, about just about every area of your life. And this membership is truly for those that are on their spiritual awakening journey, whether it's you are already a spiritual entrepreneur, a spiritual way shower, or you're just really on your spiritual awakening journey. It doesn't matter, but if you're on your spiritual journey and you're really seeking that guidance, the support, the community, that sense of belonging, and you're really looking to uncover and then maybe step into your soul's higher calling, this membership, Transcendence, is truly for you. And the way I created Transcendence, there are two different paths. The first path is the path of initiation. That's more so a self-study kind of path where you have access to an online course portion made up of 4 different core modules. One is about spiritual awakening journey. The other one is about inner healing. Then the third one is about abundance and prosperity. And the fourth one is about living a soul-led life. That's over 40 hours of content. There's actually more content coming here very soon as well to really give you all the tools that you need to really become your own soul alchemist, to really create the life that you would love to live, be the creator of your own destiny, and also raise your consciousness in the process. Now, part of the first path, there's also monthly workshops. There's one workshop each month where we go a little deeper, where you will receive some teaching, but also deep inner healing and clearing and activations to really help you on your path moving forward. Then the second path, the path of transformation, that's where you're really being supported, because you will get everything that is in path 1, the online course portion, the monthly workshops, but then also weekly live mentor calls where you can come on and you can ask for guidance, you can ask for support, you can receive healing, you can receive activations, whatever it is that you need, you can receive that in our weekly calls. Then there are also monthly challenges included as well to really help you change your life from the inside out, because it's so important that we have those daily practices, and those monthly challenges will assist you in that, to really help you integrate that spiritual soul-led life. And there's also a private community included also in the path of transformation to really give you that support, the community that you're really looking for to really help you on your path moving forward. So both paths are truly transformative, where you can experience a deep transformation and also spiritual and personal growth, where you can elevate in consciousness and really create your life more on your terms, overcoming the limitations that have been holding you back. And of course, in the second path, you can receive that more personalized support that you simply don't have in path 1. But either way, both of these paths, they are here to support you on your journey moving forward. And right now you have the opportunity to join Transcendence as a founding member. You will be one of the first ones to join this exciting membership. So you'll be able to help me to really build it up from the ground up. Now you also are able to receive the special discounted rate that is only available right now for a short time. Actually, for the month of September, you can join Transcendence at a discounted rate as a founding member. And this then also means that with the weekly calls, there's going to be a smaller group of people that will be on the calls. So you will be able to receive firsthand support and guidance that you may not be able to receive once the membership then really grows, because that's really my intention, to really grow this membership to hundreds and maybe even thousands of members, because I really feel called to make this big of an impact. So if you're joining as a founding member, we're still in the early stage, so you can receive that individualized support through our weekly calls and our monthly workshops. And just to give you a little sneak peek, the very first kickoff call happens on September the 10th. So we're going to have our very first weekly call, and then on September the 21st, we have our very first workshop, and that's in combination with the fall equinox. So the topic for that workshop is all about unlocking your abundant and prosperous future. So it's going to be an exciting workshop where we come together to really help you clear out any of those blocks that you have around money, around prosperity, and really to unlock, to activate these abundance codexes within you so you can experience more abundance and prosperity moving forward. So that's what's really coming in September. So if this resonates with you, if you would like to be part of this exciting journey of helping me really build up transcendence, if you want to be part of this exciting community of like-minded souls, then click the link below in the description. Explore all the benefits, all the features, everything that is included in Transcendence. And maybe even if it resonates with you, consider joining as a founding member. I would greatly appreciate it, and I would be honored to have you part of Transcendence, especially like in the early stages. I'm very excited about this membership, and I really hope to bring the support, the guidance, the mentorship, the community to you to really assist you on your path. So like I said, if that resonates with you, click the link below and consider joining me in Transcendence. Thanks so much for allowing me to bring this quick overview of Transcendence to you. I'm really excited about this, and I really hope that it inspired you to maybe consider joining Transcendence. I would love to have you. So thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.